Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, Mr. TNTBS, DJ Jones. Just wanted to do another response reaction to another clipping. This particular story is coming out of Ohio. This is the Circleville um, Police Department showing some accountability. And we love to see stuff like this. So without further ado, here we go. I'll try to make this better for everybody. Give me just a second. And try to get all of this content available for the viewing of my people. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stop it right here just so you guys can see. Okay, so we have a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly even 6 officers right here. That's a lot of weapons, y'all, pointing towards the situation, and that's just simply because this is a large vehicle. They're out here on a road and all this other stuff. So articulation, I don't really have a problem with this. I'm seeing tasers, and I'm seeing a mix of tasers and firearms. But watch how the officer that is off camera, that's the more dominant voice that you hear, he's going to start giving commands to take control of the situation. This is what you want to happen. Wrong, wrong. The guy right here, that's right here in front of us with the baseball cap and the long firearm, he should not have ever opened up his mouth. That is too many people. I don't care. You already have an on-scene commander, and that on-scene commander is normally the first officer replying. I'm sorry, responding. The first officer on the scene is your commanding officer, regardless of rank. Okay? You already have someone there already giving commands. Everybody else, I don't care if you outrank this man by years and experience and all this stuff. He should have just kept quiet and let the on-scene officer do his job. But it is corrected, but I wanted to bring that part out. Let's continue.
No language barrier.
Now, right down here, right here, I don't know if you guys are able to see my mouse or not, but this unit right here, this is the K9 unit, and this is the backup unit to the K9 unit. They're going to come down. Now, as far as we can hear radio traffic, Everybody is nice, loud, and clear. I did not hear not one time that the K9 unit, like the use of it, like the K9 unit, you're gonna hear is present, and the K9 unit is available, but they did not ask for the deployment of the K9 unit. That's the difference. K9 unit on scene. Okay, cool. Thank you. That means more power on our side. Okay, we have the dominant force, but they did not ask for the K9 unit to be released. Okay, you still got a minimum. I'm just guessing here. You got a minimum of at least 6 officers from our viewpoint. So to bring the K9 unit and the extra backup unit coming down, that's a bit of an overkill, but let's continue.
They do have a dog. He's right there.
See, that's a dog. Come to me. He still has control over the situation. All right. And he's saying, like, okay, everybody knows the dog is there, but you will not hear anyone say, release the dog. Okay. You don't want bit. I understand what you're saying, man. Watch your field of fire go less lethal. That's what I was talking about. You want that type of officer on scenes like this. Someone that has a bird's eye view of the situation, that can see, okay, this situation has the potential of going really bad really quick. So what that commanding officer did, took charge and said, okay, put away the firearms. That means that K9 unit don't come out either. But we'll address that right after this right here. Estrada, less lethal. Estrada didn't want to put up his firearm. Put the firearm down. Dog went the wrong way. And the dog was redirected. I'm going to bump it back because I was talking over it. I want you guys to see it clear. Now, I don't want to, I've watched this video about 3 or 4 times now. Either he said here, or he gave a command to actually attack. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not a K9 expert. I've just seen them practice this, and I've seen drug dogs and stuff like that. But it actually sounded like he gave a particular command to attack. Bump it back just a little bit. Okay, this is when he actually has the K9, and he actually releases him here. Bad dog, bad bite. Get the dog. Put the dog away now. Guys, let me stop this real quick. Guys, it doesn't get any plainer than that. It doesn't get any plainer than that. I don't know what in the world, how the police benevolent board or whatever they basically, it's like they're attorneys. Okay, it's like I can't think, the word isn't coming to me right now. But it's it's like their union. It's like the police union. And this is what they are trying to protect. This police officer. His name is Ryan Speakman. And And this is what the Circleville Police Department did. So it says that the Circleville police officer who unleashed his police dog on an unarmed truck driver has been fired. Following additional details and video footage of the mauling incident, the Circleville police news release stated in part that Officer Ryan Speakman did not meet the standards and expectations we hold for our police officers. That was quoted. Officer Speakman has been terminated from the department effective immediately, end quote. But the union that represents Speakman has filed a grievance to reinstate him, claiming that the police contract rules weren't followed in his firing, leaving the possibility that Speakman could eventually return to policing. That is where we draw the line and say, bullcrap. Okay? Out of all this long time, we have been saying, you know, we want accountability. We want for police to be held to the stand, you know, to a certain standard, because we are the professionals, we are the trained ones, and all this other stuff. And they are to not only enforce the law and uphold the law, but they are there to be the example, to be the shining examples of what it is to be a law-abiding citizen. Well, what does it look like if you see someone that acts out of their professional requirements and not be held accountable? That's not right. Okay. And when you heard when I had backed up the video to the officer that was on scene, when he was telling everybody, go less lethal, go less lethal. Well, guess what, guys? That's exactly what should have taken place. Because here's the thing. If you guys just bear with me, I'm gonna bring up my other slideshow. If you guys know anything vaguely familiar or whatever with what where the K9 unit is actually placed, it's placed just underneath, a step underneath the firearm, and all of that is within the lethal range, the serious bodily harm, deadly force range of the use of force continuum. It's called a continuum now. Old school, we used to call it ladder of force. And I don't want to distract you by the PowerPoint. I'm haven't kind of grasped that just yet. So for just sake of embarrassment, I'm gonna just leave that out right now. But I was just going to show you guys a visual of what the use of force continuum looks like and where the K9 is considered to be. Okay, so when that command, this is what I want to bring out the most. When that command, go less lethal, was given, all officers that had a firearm was supposed to immediately switch out from their firearms to a taser, to OC, to a baton, because all of those things are less lethal. Okay. And then what's under that is your pain compliance, things like that, strikes or whatever. But you also had a unit there that had to also clear the truck, the trailer, and the actual truck itself. Now, those guys have to still use firearms to clear the truck only. So their focus would not be on the truck driver. So everybody has a job. They did their job initially very, very well. So I'm going to call them the 6 officers that was behind the camera. Good job. Or as good as a situation like that can get. I know this is possibly not over, but we really do need to get behind this police department because clearly they did the right thing. The police chief did the right thing. He fired the police officer responsible for this negligent, gross act of excessive force. And in this particular case, the excessive force was the force of a canine biting unarmed compliant driver. And so with that, I don't see what the problem is. But lawyers are going to lawyer, and people are going to buck against the system and everything, and people are going to throw fits and so forth. Let them. Just let them. But we all know how this situation should turn out. Okay? So that's my perspective on it. I want to thank my content producer, Mr. Jim Young, for bringing this situation to my attention. He specifically wanted for me to speak on it. I hope I've done you guys justice. And before I wrap up today's show, I want to give out a special thank you to all of my viewers and listeners to Elephant Exposed. If this was your first time hearing me, Mr. TNTBS, CJ Jones, the host of Elephant Exposed, please do me a favor. At the end of the video, please hit like. Please share this content, even if you think it sucked. Yes, even if you think it sucked. Share it, send it to somebody else, torture somebody else. And subscribe, and just let me know what you feel down in the comments. Your comments are very important to me, and I have nothing but time to go back, look at it, ponder, and try to comment back to comments that are made to these shows that I do. I also want to take out this time to my listeners that has already began to like, share, and subscribe the two previous shows that I've done for season 2 for Elephant Exposed. And I want to run a quick list down. Thank you, Catherine Jones, Damon Flemings, Dwayne Stinson, Winter Grace, Chris Page, Jill Tyndall, Brian Parker, and Mr. Joseph Bennett. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next week, we'll catch you later, okay? Thank you guys so much.